A twist of fate in the courtroom. What happens when a racist cop kicks a black woman in court, only to realize moments later she's his new boss? This is a story about one courtroom, one hateful officer, one fearless black woman, and a twist so shocking the whole room stopped breathing. Stay till the end because this story will leave you speechless. It started on a cloudy Monday morning in a bustling downtown courthouse. The air was thick with tension, and people packed the room, each waiting anxiously for their cases to be called. In the back row sat Eleanor Vance, a calm, confident black woman in a crisp navy suit, quietly reviewing a file. She wasn't there for trial, nor was she a lawyer, but the way she carried herself radiated authority for anyone smart enough to notice. Officer David Miller, however, wasn't one of them. Known throughout the precinct for his arrogant, prejudiced behavior and a history of civilian complaints, he clocked Eleanor's presence and immediately decided she didn't belong. Without asking questions, he ordered her to vacate her seat. When Eleanor politely explained she was there on official business, David's temper flared. In a shocking display of aggression, he kicked the leg of her chair, knocking her papers to the floor. He muttered a racial slur under his breath, smug in the belief no one would dare challenge him. But what he didn't realize was that Eleanor wasn't the one out of place, he was. What Officer Miller didn't know was that Eleanor Vance wasn't just anyone. She was a decorated law enforcement veteran, celebrated for cleaning up corrupt precincts and restoring public trust. And on that very day, she had just been appointed the new chief of police for David's department. The official announcement was scheduled for later that afternoon, but Eleanor, being the strategic leader she was, arrived early in plain clothes to quietly observe how officers behaved when they thought no one important was watching. What she witnessed confirmed every rumor she'd heard about Officer David Miller. Rather than cause a scene, Eleanor picked up her papers, noted the incident, and kept her composure. Eleanor wasn't there to win a petty argument, she was about to win something far bigger. She knew some lessons are best delivered when the whole world is watching. That afternoon, the precinct's briefing room was packed tight. Officers buzzed with speculation about who the new chief might be. David Miller, completely oblivious, bragged about his earlier courtroom encounter, mocking Eleanor and calling her another nobody trying to act important. His arrogance was on full display. The mayor soon stepped to the podium, silencing the room. "Ladies and gentlemen," he announced, "meet your new chief of police, Eleanor Vance." Gasps filled the room. Eleanor strode in, now in full uniform, her badge gleaming like a medal of honor. Faces turned pale, jaws dropped, and every officer stood frozen. None were more stunned than David Miller. His face drained of color as he recognized the woman he had humiliated just hours before. He opened his mouth to speak, but no words came. If you believe karma always finds its way, hit that like button, because Eleanor Vance just delivered the sweetest kind of justice. And trust me, it only gets better from here. Eleanor addressed the room with a commanding calm. She spoke about the sacred duty of law enforcement to serve and protect every member of the community with dignity and fairness. Then, without hesitation, she called Officer David Miller to the front. The room stiffened as the tension thickened. David stumbled forward, sweat shining on his forehead. Eleanor pulled a document from her folder, a formal suspension notice. "Officer Miller," she began, "effective immediately, you are relieved of duty pending a full investigation into your conduct in today's courtroom and your prior record of civilian complaints." A hush fell over the room. Some officers exchanged anxious glances, while others discreetly nodded in approval. David's lips trembled, searching for an excuse, but Eleanor cut him off coldly. "There's no room for hate, prejudice, or abuse of power under my leadership. Your time here is over. If you're proud of leaders like Eleanor who stand tall in the face of injustice, drop a red heart in the comments. Let's flood this space with respect for courage. This isn't just a story about one officer's fall, it's a powerful lesson about courage, composure, and the right time to strike back." Eleanor Vance didn't just punish a hateful officer, she redefined leadership and earned the respect of an entire city. Under her command, the department underwent reforms, new ethics training, and stronger accountability measures, proving that one fearless leader can shift the culture of an entire institution. So, what would you have done if you were Eleanor? Confront him in court or wait for the perfect moment? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I'm dying to hear them. And if this story fired you up like it did me, smash that like button, hit subscribe for more jaw-dropping real stories, and turn on notifications so you never miss what's coming next. See you in the next one.